Offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So blitz coming, and down he goes. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Another try after the first down sack. Watson. And his throw here is incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. Third down here. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. 26-yard line. On the ready. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. First down, Jacksonville. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Operating from the gun. Hill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Stepping up, he'll try and run. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
Approaching spell. Clear. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
From the gun on third, Hill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down in the hands of the wrong team.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be second and 12. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Watson with a give to Miller. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Looking to throw on second down. Watson, and the catch made by Hopkins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the gun, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Forced out to his left. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Now it's Watson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. And, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Switch it, switch it. Ready?
They go jet sweep here with Chark. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it now. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jake Ryan picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Here's Watson. It's complete. Stills. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards. The Texans pick up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Watson. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
44's the mark. 44's the mark. Check, check. Go. Go. 49 of go.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Watson now to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 12, Watson. And his throw is incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
No. Check safety.
Fournette, a first down carry. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
At the Texans' 44-yard line.
Tight dog. Check 26.
Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Say. Whip. Watch the whip. Let's go.
Fournette. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 26-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the air now with Hill. Complete to Bryant. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
General West.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go, D. Check 43. Check that. Hurry.
On a jet sweep, this is Bryant. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Lambeau on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Jaguars 24, Texans 6. Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 28, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Exit. On the ball.
Here's Hill now after the interception. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
He was defended by Patrick Peterson.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
I'm going to run you. Get it.
They'll toss it to Fournette. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Houston, it's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4.
Too little, cut. 41 Mike. Hey, echo. 41 Mike.
Hill on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. Miller with 1st down and more. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. It's a gain of 35.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
On 2nd down, it's Miller. And they'll get him down right around the 16. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
He finds Hopkins complete. And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. Hyde. Carlos Hyde turned away on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. This is Fournette. And he'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Off of play action. Hill. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
On the run, it's Fournette. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. C.J. Anderson in the game. He gets it here. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
And they're going jet sweep. Here's Tate. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun on 3rd down. Hill. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
41 Mike.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he slings one that's incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They run it again with Anderson.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
I'm coming after you. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Yeah. Mike 48 Alpha. Hey. 41's the Mike. 41's the Mike.
Throwing on 3rd down, Hill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Golden Tate, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
59. 52's the Mike, boys. 52. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
From the gun, Watson. He's going to let it fly. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans cut into that lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided